Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about products that I was sent by PR that I would absolutely spend my own money on. I've got a cup of hot chocolate here. It is snowing outside, so let's get right into it. Before we dive into the makeup, I have to point out that I did not come up with this idea for a video. I got this from Kaylee's channel. I will link her down below. She is a fantastic YouTuber. I think she uploads like 2 to 3 times a week without fail. And she always has great content. It's always a little bit different, a little bit more interesting than the generic ones that you see all the time. And I'm guilty of these too, but like favorites videos and just like empties and stuff like that. She puts a little bit of a different spin on her content, which I really appreciate. Not to mention the fact that she is an absolutely obsessed eyeshadow palette freak, and I very much feel akin to that. So I love going to her for reviews and comparisons of palettes because she is very in-depth and very thorough. All right, let's dive into the makeup. So the first item is gonna come as no surprise to anyone if you've been watching my channel in the last year, but the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma was the first one that I ever tried, and I was sent this by PR. And now I've got all of these. So yes, I guess you could say that I would spend my own money on them. I have, is it 8 of them? Yeah, 8, and I had 2 others that I've given away. Like, it's unreal how many of these that I have purchased. So this one started it all for me. It is a beautiful champagne color with silver glitter in it. It is beautiful, and I couldn't believe just how incredibly easy this was to use. This is just a liquid glitter shadow, but it doesn't crease on me. I have creasing problems with every other product that is a cream or a liquid, even when I prime my eyes, but this doesn't do that to me. So I am so happy that Stila has come out with this formula, because I want every single shade. And yes, they are expensive. They're like 31 Canadian each, but I don't care. I will keep buying these until I have the whole set because they are phenomenal. The next item is perhaps a little bit less interesting, but I got the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel moisturizer from PR about, I wanna say a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I went through the entire container and I loved it. It was so good. I was so surprised with how much it worked, given that it was such a thin texture. I remember pulling this out in the winter going, there is no way that this thin of a gel cream texture is going to work to hydrate my dry skin. But it did. And this is not technically one that I have purchased, but I had a campaign that happened with iHerb, I don't know, it must have been a few months ago at this point. And it was kind of one of those things where you can choose the products that you want to include for the post. And I went back and I chose this one because I'd already been through one tube, and I was like, yes, absolutely, I want to talk about this again. So yes, I've received this free twice. The second time was of my own choosing, and I would absolutely go and buy it myself because, again, I cannot believe that this is so good and such a thin texture. It works beautifully under makeup, and you don't have to be worried about it causing your makeup to move around because it's too emollient. Highly recommended for dry skin. Let's talk about a few foundations that I've been sent. So this first one is Shiseido's Synchro Skin, and I got this by Influencer, which is not technically PR. They are a website that sends out product to anybody. So you can sign up for it even if you don't have YouTube. I think you have to have like Instagram, but you don't need to have like a big account. And they will send you product if you qualify and kind of fit within their criteria. So I was sent this Synchro Skin, and I didn't really think anything of it at first. I don't know a whole lot about Shiseido, never really tried their products, but I wanted to do a video about it so that I could, you know, post it on Influencer so that they could see that I had tried their content and had reviewed it. I was blown away, and I am almost through this bottle, and it's unfortunate that you can't see where I am in it because I've got maybe 20% left. I literally just used it on my face for this video, and I've been using it practically every single day since I got it. I think my review went up in November, and I'm almost done this bottle just because I've used it so freaking much. Now, I tried recently looking for this on Sephora, and it's gone. So I don't really know what's going on because I wanted to go buy a backup for myself. I still see it on the beige website, so I do know that it is still available, but I don't know why it's gone from Sephora, and I'm really worried that they're discontinuing this because I think this is one of my top foundations now. It is always flawless. Again, I am wearing it today. I think the color match is perfect, which is part of why I love it so much. Sometimes you can really like a foundation formula, but the color match isn't really perfect. I feel like the color match is very good with this one, and it wears so well throughout the day. So yes, I would absolutely buy it, and I really, really hope that it's not discontinued. One that took me by surprise in 2016 is the Derma Blend Smooth Liquid Camo. Holy cow! This thing covers everything on your face. This will, you have any kind of acne problems, scarring, red spots, discoloration, I don't think you could go wrong with wearing this. I think it will cover absolutely everything up. I don't have a lot of skin problems, so maybe I shouldn't be saying that, but this has covered up my broken blood vessel perfectly. Like, it never existed before, and that's a deep red spot. Unreal. This stuff is unreal. It's unbelievable how much it can cover, and it also has SPF in it too, which I know will make a lot of people happy. So if you're looking for an intensely full coverage foundation that doesn't look too cakey, I mean, this does look like foundation, let's be real, but it's the closest I've seen to real looking skin in such a full coverage product. So I can't recommend this enough. I got it at a PR event. I will absolutely go purchase it myself. I've almost done this too, but it's a little bit hard to see. I do know that I'm squeezing it down a lot more now than when I used to originally when I first got it. So I must be nearing the end, but yes, I'm absolutely gonna pick this up because this makes me look flawless. All right, the last foundation I have to talk about is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light Foundation. Now, I haven't tried the original Double Wear, although I hear very good things about it, but this light version is incredible. The light version is actually quite full coverage, but like a breathable, healthy looking full coverage. I can't imagine how opaque actually the original Double Wear must be, because this one is really good at covering a lot of things as well. Now, the only unfortunate thing about this is that I was color matched at a PR event when I had a bit of a tan, and they matched me to like shade 2.5 or 3 or something, and I said go down a full shade because I'm not usually this tan. So they put me down to an intensity 2.0, and it's still too dark. So I can really only get away with wearing this during the summer when I've got a really dark tan. So I do want to go out and purchase the lighter shade, but I've got so many foundations right now that I'm trying to get through them before I actually go purchase this. However, I have been quite close a few times now, so I think at some point I'm eventually gonna crack and just pick it up, because again, this one wears so lovely on the skin. And lastly, the most exciting things, I'm gonna talk about some eyeshadow palettes. Now, one of the ones that I've received the most recently from PR is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. And I think you already know that I like this because my review video where I tried a whole bunch of that collection on, I was pretty effusive with just how good it was. But here's the palette, just so you can take a look. The sad story of this one is, though, that I dropped it and this shadow here broke. That was a gut-wrenching moment in my life, I have to tell you. It fell to the floor and I just went, oh no, because the palette was closed on the floor and I was like, I don't know what's broken. Thankfully, only the one shade, but this was a really pretty shade. Anyway, the rest of the palette, as you can see, very jewel tone, very gold heavy, very bronze, amber, warm, really solid colors. I love this gold shade here. I use it quite frequently on the lid. Such a stunning palette. All the colors in here are fantastic to use, and I love the chocolate smell of this palette, so I'm just really happy that PR sent it to me, because obviously I'm also a Too Faced junkie, so I'm incredibly happy that way as well. But this one just turned out to be such a good launch, and I really like how they changed their mirror on these chocolate bar palettes to be full size. There's no longer like a cardboard, almost like a rim around it. Now it's just the full length of the entire palette. So I love this one. I can't recommend it enough, and it's not limited edition, so you can get it whenever you want. And the last few eyeshadow palettes to mention, the Wet n Wild 10 pan palettes. These are so good. So I have Rosé in the Air here, I have Not a Basic Peach, and I've got Comfort Zone. There is the Au Naturel palette as well. Pigmentation is excellent. Colors are beautiful, and they are so freaking cheap. They are $5. So yes, I was given these by PR, but if I wasn't handed them by PR, I would have gone out and purchased every single one of them, because they are fantastic and the price point is very low. So I don't think you can go wrong with these, and honestly, if you even hate it, it's only $5. It's not like you spent $59 on a palette like you normally would and you've wasted your money. These are very inexpensive, and yet the quality is phenomenal. So that's my roundup of PR products that I have been sent that I would absolutely spend my own money on. Now I'm thinking about doing a version of this where it's PR products that have been sent that I really don't like. Let me know if you're interested in hearing about that. I think people really seem to like disappointing product videos, so I'm sure that that would be a hit, but I just want to know for sure, so let me know in the comments down below. Once again, I did not come up with this idea. I got it from Kaylee's channel, so please check her out. I will link her down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye.